on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Facts, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
If only Fubra has been aware of Google Trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing will be come out. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and experts interviews, Hard Facts delivers the truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. It's a very wet Thursday afternoon, but very exciting to welcome you to the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, 9.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Maryann Okon. Welcome you to Hard Facts. This will be your most authentic experience, and you do not want to miss it. So, hey, welcome on, to a Thursday like this, as much as it's cold outside, my brother. We're going to start off as usual with the big stories for today, and as usual, of course, Nigerians are wondering why we have Mr. President and the Vice President outside of the country. Well, the federal government is replying and saying there is no vacuum in government. On the 4 o'clock hour, we'll be going to talk about the Libya versus Nigeria debacle in terms of the recent wahala that the Super Eagles encountered when they went to Libya. I'll be having a guest join us via Zoom to talk about it. He is an author and one of us from Zobia Info. It'll be great to have that conversation for you football lovers and for those who love diplomacy and, geopolitics. You might want to be part of that conversation. And finally, on the 5 o'clock hour, we'll be talking about the issue of death penalty, why governors have been dragging their foot when it comes to signing that particular piece of paper for one to be put to death. Yes, some of them say they don't want blood on their hands. I'll have a lawyer talking to me on that on the 5 o'clock hour. It's going to be a really, really great and interesting Thursday. You're going to learn something, come away with something. This is, of course, what we want to do, add value to your life. My name is Maryann Okon. Let's get into the business of the day, shall we? This is the Big Three.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
This is Hard Facts.
All right, let's get into the big three stories for today. Can I add one? Make it four. All right, let's start with the fuel issue. Well, fuel price hike. Reps warn of unrest as federal government Labour meeting ended in a deadlock. Even though there's been another story saying that they agreed on something. Well, the House of Representatives on Wednesday, that's yesterday, cautioned that the recent hike in fuel pump prices could trigger social unrest. The Green Chamber handed down the warning as a meeting between the federal government and Labour leaders over the increase in petrol prices ended in a stalemate yesterday. Last week, the NNPC retail outlets raised petrol prices to 1,030 per litre from 897 in Abuja, while in Lagos, the pump price jumped to 998 from 868. Other regions experienced similar cases. Now, this is the second price hike in 1 month. for those who are still wondering, reflecting an increase of about 14.8% in that, or about 133 naira. The development, which we all know, has triggered a higher transportation and food cost across the country. The organised labour and organised private sector has demanded a reversal of the price hike. And the meeting yesterday was supposed to address this issue and hopefully get government to come to a compromise of sorts, but that did not happen. And the House of Representatives is warning that this might cause some form of unrest. What are your thoughts? Well, Governor Sanwolu was on channels yesterday. I watched the whole interview through. It was a bragging interview, might I add, telling you that, you know what, well, I've done it in Lagos. We're doing everything. Lagosians, is it done? Well, the governor also talked about, the red rail. He's talked about the purple and the ones that are coming. He's talked about construction. Messi from Berigbe, the road is coming to you. Don't worry. The governor is on live television, so we're going to hold him to it. He talked about something that everyone wanted to hear the most, minimum wage, at a time where Nigerians are crunching daily. It's biting hard. Well, he did say that Lagos is going to pay 85,000 naira to workers in the state. Lagos workers, Lagos civil servants. Are you happy about this? This increment, is it going to change your life significantly? This 50,000 naira plus that they're adding, is it going to help your life? All right, let's move away from that and talk about lawmakers. Oh, sorry, this story is not for me. Let's talk about the story that really has been on the lips of everyone. What's happened in Jigawa State. My heart really goes out to the families of those who were caught in that fire. It was a horrendous thing to watch. I saw the video on CNN. It's everywhere. All the international news media are talking about I beg your pardon, are talking about this particular story. I'll tell you what, 105 people were buried after that explosion yesterday. Majority of the victims had gathered around the tanker to scoop fuel before the explosion occurred. And this is what the police spokesperson said. I mean, Kofi talked about it. I'm not sure Joyce talked about it. I could barely listen to Joyce today. I didn't have light. But everyone's been talking about it, and it makes you really wonder, is this as a result of poverty? Is this what happens? Because I think I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, I was going home, my hometown, to visit my parents, and I drove past. I can't remember where we were going to. My brother was driving, and this tanker fell somewhere on the highway in Calabar, and my first instinct was to call the radio station. I had to call the radio station, the first one that came to my mind. I called them to say, please announce that people that are around so-and-so place need to vacate that place, because a tanker laden with fuel, petroleum products, actually has fallen, and that people are gradually going there in their numbers to scoop fuel. It's very dangerous, and it could catch fire at any time. And I said, put it on repeat. Keep saying it. Announce that it's dangerous for people to go and scoop, because I already saw people going with buckets and stuff. But then, you see, it's not about the tanker falling. It's the mindset that drives you to go into your compound and bring a bucket or anything to scoop fuel. You don't think that that's somebody's business, one, and that person is going to lose a lot. Secondly, you're also not afraid for your life. These are the things that I question. But I'm asking you, who's listening, and if you've ever scooped fuel from any tanker, or maybe a truck that carried rice or cow, if you went to steal the cow or goat, whatever, or chicken, that mindset, what informs it? Is it poverty? Is it lack? Or is it that we've lost our values as human beings? The ability to stop, think before we act. Which is it? I'd like to hear from you. And finally, well, the presidency, like I did tell you, has said that there's no vacuum in leadership because Tinubu and Shettima are outside of the country at the same time. Yeah. In a reaction to all our concerns, Mr. Bayo Onanuga is saying that there is no leadership vacuum in the country. He says all state organs are functioning as usual. The Senate President, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the ministers, the service chiefs are all in their respective positions, ensuring a smooth operation of the government. So why are Nigerians so concerned that the President and the Vice President are not in town? Besides, the President, they say, is on a working vacation, meaning he's got his eyes on Nigeria. Let's talk. The phone lines are open. 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. You can join the conversation if you're a lady. 0201-465-7190. That's 0201-465-7190. If you are watching us, we're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube. Join the conversation. Use the hashtag HardFacts on X to be part of the conversation. Or you can send me a WhatsApp message, 00959758005. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. It's Comrade Ikechukwu.
I
can never clap for any governor that is using our oil money and promising what is doing, which Russia have passed in 1717 and which Togo have passed in 1948. I'll be the last person that will clap because of life, because of health, because of social security, because of law for students, because of the grand famine. That is their duty. That's why they are voted for. Number two, we can never be treated as soulless void by the people we voted. And they are not acting like a vampires because they control guns. Unless it's looming, and National Assembly have said it. Maryann said that, why are we asking questions? Our two presidents, the Vice President and President, left. And so this is happening in Jigawa. So today, one plate of egg, 6,000. Bread I bought 800 last year, man. I bought it 2,002. And you're asking me that why am I asking questions? In the conclusion. No,
your 60 seconds is over. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hey, my Maryann.
Aha, Mercy from Berigbe. Are you happy? The road is coming to you now, according to my governor.
Yes, sisters, I'm still with you right now. The road, they are doing it. We thank God, but the place they want to stop this road now, there is 3 villages, which Agura, Igbalu, and Okuto. Those places, no road go there. You understand? Mm-hmm. As I see with you now, no road to come into my place like this.
Wait, hold on, Mercy. Mercy, hold on. Are you saying that the road would not get to you when it's done?
Yes, the road, you get a place that want to stop this road. They are not doing it. So these 3 villages, you get, and we are voting. We are voting for the 3 villages that I'm calling. Agura, Igbalu, and Okuta. And this road, they're doing it before. I'm telling you, Thais doing everything this road. These villages now. The road was bad, Maryann. I'm telling you, you have died.
Okay, so I think that we're gonna have to revisit this again on a community you report. But at least they started doing something around.
Yes, the major road. I thank God that my credit is not going
for nothing.
My credit is not going in vain. It's not only these roads that I'm shouting. No.
I know.
Everywhere I'm shouting. If somebody like me that can buy credit and shout because of the road that we do it for government, it's shameless.
All right. Thank you, Mercy, for calling. I do appreciate it. We have to go and take other calls. Robert is calling us from Lagos. Hello, Robert.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
The 85,000 naira that Sanwolu is jubilating about. Though he tried, though. Honestly, I'm telling you. But what is the purchasing power of that money as we speak now? When a bag of rice and all that things have skyrocketed, that is one. Let me pack that one for one corner. Tinubu travel to abroad and Shettima. Me, I'm not feeling it too. Because even though if they are here, do they make any meaningful impact to my life? The answer is no. You understand? That one apart again. The third one and the last one. Those who went to scoop fuel. Somebody died while stealing, and people. Though I sorry for their families, but those who Are they the only one hungry? Me too, I'm hungry. Now why did I steal?
But so Robert, that's what I'm asking. What informs that attitude? Because we've seen it before. I played a video here where people went to a car that broke down and they had meat parts in the car. They went and they started taking different parts of the meat and running to their houses. Same thing happened when a truckload of rice fell. People went and started scooping the rice and running away with it. What informs that mindset?
Maryann, let me tell you something. A thief is a thief, whether he's hungry or not. You understand? Either the economy is good or bad, a thief is always a thief. You understand? My senior prefect, 1990 something, after he finished, there was no job. He went to scoop kerosene and he was pumped beyond recognition.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Then the economy was good. I'm talking about 1993, 94. You understand? My senior prefect then. So what are we talking about? A thief is always a thief. It's unfortunate that they died though, but I don't have much pity for them.
Okay.
Don't
all right.
Because you are hungry. Me too, I'm hungry.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I've got Malik here. Hello, Malik.
Ordinary Malik, Maryann, don't forget.
Very honorable Malik.
2.5 is okay for me. 2.5 is okay for me. I don't charge much. Someone will do this. 85 they are giving is too much. Give me 2.5, I'll be good. Anyway, Maryann, the rep are making noise that the fuel price is too high. Where were they when you went to eat something? What did they say about it? All they are making is noise. They won't do anything. It's Nigeria. Is it today? What was the advice given to the president? Now that they were fighting for them to give Chisoel and to the Speaker of the House. Why did they say we are not coming to sit in the house if the president don't bring down the fuel price? They could have started their own protest in their house. They should not sit for it or to pass any bill. Neither they are looking for people roasted to have guns. When police doing the accidented fire, roasted now want to have guns. Is that what we're looking for? They should just keep quiet and forget about it. This fuel price has seen so. If Dangote says not telling us how much you want to sell, and NNPC is giving us price of 980,
okay,
how much will we price fuel in Calabar? They should pack their bags out there and shift.
All right, Malik, thank you very much for calling. Zaboli is calling us. I have just 40 seconds before I go on a break. Mr. Zaboli, 40 seconds. I've got to go on a break.
Oh, Maryann, I mean, you won't give 40 seconds. God know the number of your house, yeah? Thank you.
Is that supposed to be a threat? Because I'm not threatened.
You don't come. I know they threaten you for live radio. Maryann, leave me.
Your time is going.
You asked a question. You said the Jigawa crisis, what could have led to it? See, Maryann, the issue is this. What you won't do, you won't do. No matter how pushed off the cliff or over the bridge you are. A mind that is filled with greed and criminal minded, no matter what you say, they will still go back and do. See, if I don't thank her for Maryann, funny enough, people go still go scoop fuel. They won't even put their life.
Okay, Mr. Bully, I have to go. Well, Lagos, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. 365 days of conflict. Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th killed 1,200. To date, Israel has killed over 14,000 children. These are not just numbers, they are lives forever changed. Join us for the first of our annual Borderlines Debate, a symposium on the Middle East crisis, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. A forum where ambassadors, diplomats, and humanitarian voices will gather to debate the yesterday, today, and the way forward for Israel, Palestine, and the Middle East. Is there a pathway for peace? The Borderlines Debate, November 7th at 4 p.m. This is a chance to hear from both sides. Real stories, real stakes, real solutions. Don't miss the repeat broadcast on Friday, November 8th at 4 p.m. Borderlines Debate, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. Only on Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's Customer Service Week. And here at Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio, we want to appreciate our reputable clients for your constant and continuous please respect for want to act against
and many others. Want to thank you for your patronage and assure you of our continuous outstanding service delivery as always, and also offer you more packages to serve you better.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts.
Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. 26 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour. If you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, and this will be your most authentic news experience on the radio, because we bring you the best of news, talk and sport. And on the Big Three today, we're looking at some of these stories. 105 people buried after the Jigawa tanker explosion. And I'm really wondering, I mean, because everyone's talking about, the fuel scooping and, people being burned. We're looking. But at the core of this, something makes you sprite to go pick something, a bucket or a cup or whatever, to go to a tanker that just fell and is spilling fuel. It doesn't register at the back of your mind that that's also a disaster that's waiting to happen, but you're only interested in scooping for because I feel still black market or whatever, or I can put in my generator. I mean, what informs that attitude? Is it hunger? Is it poverty? Or is it the fact that we've lost our values as Nigerians, as human beings? Because we're not thinking about the fact that that fuel is not free, didn't drop from heaven. It's not manna. It's someone's business. We're not thinking about the loss that person is going to also accrue. We're not also thinking about our lives and the danger that we're presenting ourselves with. So what informs that mindset? And also, on the issue of fuel price hike, the House of Representatives is warning the federal government and Labour that there might be some sort of unrest because the last meeting they had ended in a deadlock. Also, Governor Sanwolu making boast that he's increasing our minimum wage in Lagos. If others will follow suit, it remains to be seen. There's some governors who've made a promise that they will pay minimum wage, at least 13 governors, if I'm not mistaken. There are still states that are still getting 35,000. They're not even paying them 70 yet. But yesterday, the governor was on national television and he was talking about all that he's done in Lagos and moving Lagos forward. Are you feeling it, Lagosians? And finally, no leadership vacuum, says the presidency. Work till they go on. Zero 0201-277-0993, the number for the men to call. For the ladies, 0201-465-7190. You could join the conversation on WhatsApp on 080-959-75805. You can tweet at Nigeria Info. Use the hashtag Hard Facts. You can join the conversation on YouTube. We're live. Also on Facebook, Nigeria Info FM. Post your comments. And we are also on Skype. If you're listening to us from outside of the country and you want to participate, join the big stories. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yes, Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Michael, Maryann.
Go ahead.
I might talk about the people that died in the tanker crash.
That's one of the big stories, yes.
One of them, but?
Yes.
Yes, I learned that they were scooping the fuel when the thing went aflame, right?
Of course, that's what always happens.
You see, that is why I said it is not a crime to be poor, but allowing poverty to affect your mentality, that is where the problem lies. What kind of being poor? You see something that any slightest fact, that will be the end. And you went ahead and be doing it. You see the implication of what I'm saying? The problem is not being poor. It's allowing poverty. So many people allow poverty to affect their mentality, and that is the problem we have today. Because you can be poor and say, no, I cannot do some certain things. But if you can do anything and you say you are poor, man, that is allowing poverty to affect your mentality. Look at how many people that have died. Just look at the people that have died just as a result of allowing poverty. See, who are you going to blame for this?
I have to let you go because your time is up. Thank you very much for calling. It's a very, very important thing that we must stop and think about. And not just for the purpose of having a conversation. We really need to re-evaluate our mindsets and what we value as a people. Because I'm poor, it's not going to make me stand by the street sides and look for who's going to take me home for the night because I'm poor. I'm not also going to steal from my neighbor because I'm poor. So do we have our values set wrongly? Do we have, I don't know, the compass of our value system totally warped? I don't know. Is it hunger? Is it poverty? What exactly informs that sprite in us that makes us just go and let's go and scoop fuel and not wondering or caring about what could come of it? I'd like to hear from you. And talking about explosions, I've got a video to play for you. While the federal government is telling us that it's very good for us to convert our fuel vehicles to gas, the cars are beginning to explode. I'm going to play you a video. If you're watching, go live to to YouTube and on Facebook. I'm going to play you a video now of a car that exploded as a result of conversion. Take a listen.
Apostle Cassia, for now. Your boy lawyer. See what happened for CNG gas, whether they feed gas today. As they feed the gas, and the thing just explode. They explode. See, for in here, how she road. For in here, how she road. As they feed the gas, they see, as they feed the gas, Nipco gas, for in here. For in here.
Say wait. Say sometimes when they pass that you say stay clear. They'll say come on everywhere. They're
what really happened, sir? What the driver?
Is the commentary for me. 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993 for the men. For the ladies, 0201-465-7190. That's 0201-465-7190. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Laprushku is on the line.
Go ahead.
Well, Bayer Onanoga is trying to, in other words, he's telling us that, he's saying that no vacuum in government.
Well, yes.
So he's telling us that the presence of Mr. President and the vice doesn't matter. They don't have any role to play in being present in the country. Well, that's for him. Okay. For the fuel increase, ending in deadlock. Well, I don't know. As fuel increase, so other things like cooking gas and the kerosene also increased. And these paralyzing activities.
In fact, I saw a news story warning that Nigerians should not return to firewood, that it would be dangerous because gas is expensive.
It will be dangerous, exactly. And they're pushing us to that. I don't know. So, you see, and everything is tough time for Nigerians. Activities are paralyzing. I went to price a particular rice favorite I'm used to. I bought it last month, 75,000 a bag. Now they told me it's 110,000. I don't know. You see, two increases under a month. This is crazy and tough time for Nigerians. Increasing most of things are increasing also. Most of items.
I have to let you go, but thank you very much for calling. I totally agree with you. Things are getting really tough. Since I came back from the America, I've not bought rice. I'm staying away from it. Now I'm a vegan. I chop only grass. Good. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann, Amaka.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. How are you? This is Joy from Eba.
All right. Go ahead, Joyce.
For that Jigawa fuel is a problem to this country because such a thing happened 2 weeks ago at in Niger, and it was sad news. But now this had happened again. About 140 something people died. Where are we going?
I wonder.
Is it because of Nigeria problem? There is no food or what that is causing all these things? People should not play with their lives.
But to be really truthful to ourselves, it's not just now. It's been happening. I'm telling you about something that happened 4 years ago. It's been happening.
And the thing is becoming worse. It's coming worse every day. You see, we're not praying for any bad thing again. If something such a thing happen again, you will see people will still go there. And they will not learn from what has happened to others. It's a problem, And coming to this fuel has made everything. There's nothing in the country again, I'm telling you. See crazy. About they were telling somebody was telling me it's 1,000 plus. I said, for what? A liter of crazy. Where you look at food stuff, I don't know. People are no longer eating.
Okay, I need to let you go. Thank you very much for calling. I want to read some messages that are coming in on WhatsApp. I've got 15 minutes on the clock. I want to do justice to every single person's watching. I'm going to play that video again because I realized that those who were watching on Facebook and YouTube didn't see that video. I'm going to play it again. This happened in Auchi, obviously, in Delta State. So I'm going to play it back for you to see the state of the car. Okay, that's a shorter version. I'm going to play you the fuller version with the commentary.
Apostle Cassia, for now. Your boy lawyer. See what happened for CNG gas, what they feed gas today. As they feed the gas, and the thing just explode. You explode it. See, how she road. How she road. As they feed the gas, they can't. See, as they feed the gas. Nipco gas, what really happened, sir? What the driver?
Is the commentary for me, and I love the pigeon that flows down through the south from Delta to Edo to Rivers to Bielsa. It's beautiful. I love it. It's artistry, if you ask me. But on a more serious note, do we have a problem? Lagos. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Sunday. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Sunday, go ahead, please.
Maryann, let me say this. What is actually happening to us? We are our self-problem, and this our self-problem will be our self-solution. We have the solution in Nigeria, and we have the problem in Nigeria.
Hello?
Not when you have CNG cars or CNG gas that Nigeria will become a country. We can solve our problem. Let us go back to our oil. What happened to our refineries, Maryann? If we can fix our refineries, we'll be buying fuel at 100 naira. The cost of rice of 100.
I thought you guys said that once they build the Dangote refinery, we'll buy fuel at 200 naira. Now it's our refineries.
Dangote is a group company. And people who are involved in Dangote, it's not only the Dangote alone. They just use them as a symbol.
Okay.
And that is where our money is. We should go back to our NNPC sector. Let us go and restructure them. Let us view them. By the time we get this,
I'll have to let you go.
Will fall back in place.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I need to read messages now. Someone here says minimum wage is 85k. If you're using train to go to work and come back, that's his red rail, which is 1,500 naira per trip, 3k paid per day. By 25 days, that is 75k per month. You never feed, save for rent, pay children school fees, drink beer. My sister, no, they praise our politicians, then they enslave us. Olusoga, at no point did I sing praises. I know that the governor is my boss, in a way. But I was asking you, those of you who are civil servants, are you excited that they've added more money to your minimum wage? This is the question I'm answering. It's not me. I don't praise sing. All right, this one says, is not worthy to opine that what would cause the social unrest might not be the frequent increase in pump price, according to the House of Representatives, but their ineptitude and mediocrity has compounded so many factors that could snowball and ignite the country into conflagration. They should actually tread with caution. Macho Man, thank you very much for your message. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. It's poverty, it's lack, and also what we've lost, that we've lost our values. Life means very little in this part of the continent. Finally, the president on leave, VP outside the country. Well, I don't miss them. Not one bit. Chike from Akute. All right, Chike. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. It is a good one for Governor Sanwolu, but when will they start paying? Because according to the state government, they said they have started paying because of the wage award they implemented since January. Please, I want them to differentiate between wage award and minimum wage. Oshodio Lawrence from Ikorodu. Over to you, Mr. Governor. Statesman from Ife says, help me appreciate Mr. Chris for his kind gesture. Yes. Chris from Ghana, right? Chris sent 10,000 to you. Yes. Thank you. You won the Things Fall Apart story. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Yes, Larry, you are not following the show, are you? Someone here says the level of ignorance and greed in this country is too much. Poverty or no poverty, Nigerians will always be Nigerians. What do you mean by that? I'm Nigerian. What exactly are you insinuating? Cyber Israel here says, I'm of the opinion that the NLC bulged during the last protest. They just went ahead and accepted minimum wage without giving conditions like we will resume strike if our refineries are not made to work by so and so time. The economic situation in the country does not improve by so and so time. All they did was accept without thinking about the masses, that the masses will be made to pay for this supposed increase in minimum wage. Hence, the rise in price of commodities, etc. I'm sorry to sadly say it's a bit too late now. Okay, Taiwo. This one here says, Chris. Yes, Chris from Accra. Thank you for for Statesman's 10,000. Well, Chris says Bayo Nanuga is indeed right. The government is still running. By the way, the way they know it to work. Don't be surprised if BAT falls in this weekend, Abby. The tragedy of Jigawa is as a result of poverty, lack of infrastructure, poor education. I can't imagine citizens in the remotest parts of Ghana here rushing to scoop fuel. What are they going to do with it? Sell it? Fuel is available everywhere. You use it. There's 24/7 lights. So what for? You just confessed that you had no lights. See why they want free fuel? Chris from Accra. I would not scoop fuel because first things first. What am I gonna do with it? Like seriously. Anyway, Jaffet here from Lekki says, I don't think the president and vice president out of the country for whatever reason is a bone of contention. If they're both in the country, what would they have done differently? Please, let's discuss a better topic. My condolences to the family in Jigawa saga. Okay. Someone here says, Ayodele says, okay, Ayodele, this video of your bad road, you need to keep it and bring it next week, Tuesday. All right. Then we'll talk about it. Yeah. Someone called me Peanut Babe. No, that's not what they call me. It's Peanut. Peanut is fine gay. You understand? Not peanut. Please. Anytime the president travels, that's when they increase price of fuel. I think they will increase the price again next week for fuel. Why is the president busy traveling every day and is not in Nigeria? As for the tanker explosion, the people that died, my heart goes out to them, and may God help them, because poverty has cost this through APC's regime. Thank you. My name is Dampi from Igondo. As much as I know that you can't stand the APC and you don't like the presidency or this government or maybe Buhari's government, it didn't start under the administration. That's why I'm asking. That what informs this mindset that once a trailer falls, your first inclination is to run towards it and get whatever is on it. It didn't happen, it didn't start today. It has happened before. Under the Buhari administration, it has happened under Jonathan. It's a thing that recurs. What actually informs it? Is it poverty? Is it hunger? Or is it just the fact that we've lost our values as people? This one says, who's surprised that citizens of Nigeria could still go and scoop fuel from a tanker that fell down when it's obvious that the mental condition of many people have been reduced to the worst ever meant for human beings? They have made many to be very insensible and unreasonable creatures. It's really sad. On the absence of both the president and his vice, please tell us what difference it would have ever made when they were present, even when the people dropped dead on the roadside as a result of frustration and all manner of problems. Second base, Jerry. Steve from Mijaniki. Thank you. I've got 5 minutes on the clock. I'll try to run through some messages on X. Let me go to X here. Someone here, Joy Forever, says, are you not in Band A? That's supposed to have a minimum of 20 hours. National Assembly too can feel the unrest tension. May Nigeria not explode. Kudos to Lagos State government for paying 85,000 minimum wage. Hope taxes will not take 50% of the amount. Thank you, Joy Forever, for your message. Mr. Boli says, I'm not concerned if the president and his VP are out of Nigeria's shores, globe-trotting, because even while they were in the country, they weren't hands-on, so why bother? Those who don't know, Nigeria is running on autopilot, period. The take-home can't take people home, even if the salary is 100k. Now, wow. Olushoga here says, minimum wage 85k. If you are using, okay, I think I've read your message on WhatsApp, so thank you. I am you. Okay, obviously this message is not for me. No, it's not for me. No, it's not for me. Thank you for your message. Thank you. I'm going to quickly go to YouTube and Facebook to read the messages that are on there, because everyone must be carried along. Maryann Okon here says, this is scary. It is it's a case of poor installation of the CNG equipment. Okay, he's talking about the video. Yeah. I mean, it took off the whole side of the car that has, where the fuel thing is supposed to be. It just all went up in flames, all gone. But we need to get a clear picture of that story. What happened? Was the engine left on running? What exactly is the story, the backstory? We need to know. Raphael Adegoke here on Facebook Live says, my utmost prayer is that God should please take away Nigeria's crude oil so that our government will not have anything to be greedy about, and that the people will not die like fish so cheaply because they want to eat their part of the national cake. This government cannot do without increasing something every week. It's just remaining for them to increase their own lifespan. Shame. Bayode Olalekon here says, when I was in school in 2013, a petrol tanker fell also, and most people went to take fuel with buckets. It wasn't funny that day. Sure, I'm saying it. But I know, and I'm not in any way holding brief for bad government, whether it be Buhari, whether it be Tinubu's government, whatever government. I'm only here to say that we can't just be blaming everything on Tinubu's administration. Okay, he's bad, but come on. Someone... Okay, so Case Holy is trying to tell us exactly where it happened. Oh, it happened in Edo State, not... Oh, it's Auchi Road, not Auchi itself. Oh, Case Holy, thank you. So it's Enya in Auchi Road, Edo State. Thank you so much. We appreciate the correction there. Thank you. We appreciate it. I'm going to read a few more messages if I have to. I just have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let me take one quick call. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. This is Obi calling from Ikeja.
Obi, go ahead. You have 60 seconds.
Maryann, you see this tanker explosion. Let me tell you, Nigerians are poor in spirit. Even if it happens in Banana Island, people will pack their Rolls Royce and scoop because it's part of us. If it happens in National Assembly, the senators will go and scoop. It's not just the poor people; it's part of us. And I want to ask: you say the president and the vice are not around.
Why are you asking me this question? Do you know is your president and the vice president around? What do you mean by that?
Really? They're not around?
What do you mean?
Maryann, are you sure? Bye.
Obi, stop it. Don't come here to stress me. Don't stress me. I'll take one last call. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Sam.
Sam, go ahead, please.
Okay. The increment of 85,000 is nothing to write home about. I remember in this country when I was receiving 145 naira, I ate a plane of 25 naira. That is 1981. So it is what the money can buy and not the quantity of money. 85,000 cannot buy anything now. I tell you, I was receiving 145 naira, 1981. And my aeroplane from here to Benin was 25 naira. Go and check it.
Was it Okada Air?
No, not Okada Air. Nigeria Airways.
Okay.
Can you understand? So it is not the even when you are receiving 200,000 or 500,000. What can it buy now? You have to look at the quantity of money. And for the fuel, please let's educate our people. If you have a car and the tanker fall down, leave the car and run away. Run. Leave your property and run. Don't go and even your property. Leave it.
Okay. All right.
I'm an elderly man.
You're speaking from experience. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it, sir. I've got to go. On a break. Yes. We will wrap things up in a bit. Yes, I still have time. So when we come back, I'll read most of your messages. This one says, Sanwolu is doing fine, but I swear to God, old men and women living in an underdeveloped area in Lagos were not feeling it. For example, I live in Aboru. I don't have any business to entertain. But during Ambode, the old man and woman in Aboru area were still enjoying the civilization that a Besan Link Bridge brought to my area. My old grandma can never go and enter train, but she is feeling the civilization the Link Bridge brought to that area. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. We've got to go on a break. When we come back, I'll read more messages before we wrap it up on the Big Three.
Credible journalism. The gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Millions of listeners trust your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This November, prepare for an epic clash of intellects. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition is back. November the 11th, 2024, 32 of Lagos's brightest secondary school students will step up to the mic, where words become weapons and ideas ignite battles. From Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m., they'll face off in fierce debates with only one goal: to be crowned the I Beg to Differ champion. Every round is a fight for glory, where one brilliant mind will rise above the rest. Who will be crowned the champion of thought? The ultimate showdown of wit, wisdom, and will is about to begin. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition Season 8 commences Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m. For sponsorship, please call or WhatsApp 0805-581-5844. I Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Card Center Nigeria Limited, Obi Wizzy, and Lucas Green Fashion House. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
I've got 2 minutes. Let me run through your messages, okay? Adegoke from Lekki says, okay, I think I've read your message, Adegoke. Casey here says, Lagos can afford to pay 100k and more. The state is rich enough, so the governor should not brag about anything. He's not doing anyone a favor. Oh, wow. Okay. He says, there was a time in my neighborhood when oil bunkering was the order of the day. You could get 30 liters of for 1,500, but my family and I would still go to the fuel station and buy for use at home until the government came in and take over. Okay, to take over. It's lack of values, greed, and no value or self-worth and value for life. Casey, thank you for your message. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. My name is Good Luck. The CNG explosion, the details in that video didn't show or say exactly what caused the explosion. Even the man recording the video doesn't have the facts. He was asking what happened. Benin people have been using CNG for years, but nothing like explosion has happened. Please, let's get the actual details. Yes, thank you. This one says the CNG car explosion happened in Benin City. Yes, I know. Someone had already sent us that information. This one says, my heart goes out to Jigawa people. Poverty is a contributory factor. The conditions of these tankers is a call for concern. Most of them are not fit for use. Tinubu will not heed to the call of the assembly to reduce inflation. I mean, I've asked on social media, what's the possibility of government going back on that price for fuel or even gas, because they're asking not just for fuel but also for cooking gas. Anyway, okay. This one says the Jigawa tanker accident, scooping fuel with attendant danger is more of a voluntary suicide. I know, but what informs that crazy mentality? This one says, who cares about the whereabouts of the president and his vice? Their presence is okay. An orphan is better than a child with a useless father. Let them go. Okay. Vincent, I know that you're not in the best of moods, but careful with your words. Thank you. And finally, Anonymous from Bagada says, my heart goes out to the family of the people that passed in Jigawa explosion. It's poverty mindset, actually, but on a second thought, I'm glad because... why are you glad? You were almost making sense, and then boom, went out the window. Well, I've got to go because my time is up. On the 4 o'clock hour, China Cheru is joining me. We'll talk about the Nigeria-Libya debacle. Stay with us.
Not 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.